What's up everybody, Garrett back here, and I'm gonna make a short and sweet video because I just received my Vinegar Syndrome order. Of course I did. Last night we did the Vinegar Syndrome late night live stream for the flash sale, and I said, you know what, my Vinegar Syndrome order is on the way. I'm gonna unbox it live before the sale, and of course it didn't show up, but it did show up today, and I wanna talk about what I got because honestly, I don't remember what's in here. I think I remember one title that I grabbed. It was that N64 GoldenEye documentary type thing. I remember grabbing that, but I forget what else is in this box. It might be a dud. It might be like two things. I forget, but I'm gonna open it live for you guys. I know you like to check these Vinegar Syndrome live unboxings out to kind of see what I grabbed. And if I have anything to say about anything that I grabbed in here, I'll let you guys know. But let's get to it first. So again, you've got the classic Vinegar Syndrome box. All right, let's see what we got. All right, looks to be, there's 4 titles in here. I remember what I got. Okay. So we've got number one that I've been kind of holding off on because I do have this on Blu-ray already. And I was like, do I need it on 4K? It's a cool movie. It really is. It's a real good movie, but I'm trying to be a little more picky with what I upgrade. But as soon as I saw this thing was going out of print, I was like, you know what? I better grab it now because if it's gone and I regret it, then it's gone. And thank God I did because actually, I think it's gone right now. So I think it's already done. I think it sold out last night. But that is Death Wish 2, the 4K. From Vinegar Syndrome. Was one of those MGM titles they grabbed. I know they ended up grabbing a lot, like as you saw last night. You had Showgirls get announced. They also did Roadhouse, and Death Wish was on that list too. As you can see, it's an MGM title. I think Texas Chainsaw was too. But yeah, you've got the old art in there. And yeah, Bronson's loose again. Cool movie, guys. I recommend checking this out. The only hesitation I had about this was that I have part 2 and 3 on Blu-ray and they kind of go together, and to just have like a Death Wish 2 standalone, that's always a grief. I like to have things that are connected either in a box set or together. So the fact that this will be on my Vinegar Syndrome shelf and the other ones will be on another shelf, like, it's a crazy rule that I have. But man, great movie. I'm glad I have it in the best edition possible, especially now that it's sold out. All right, so here's the one I remember grabbing, and this was Golden Era. This was that GoldenEye documentary. Now, guys, look at how cool this cover is here. You've got the old school N64 box. That is so killer. And then underneath, it's this, it's like a cartridge. Look at that. Wow, that was really, they did such a great job over there, like putting this stuff together. This is just, you're thinking Radpack over. This is something I would have done for something like this. This is how my mind works. It's like, it just looks so cool. I mean, it brings back so much nostalgia. I loved this game growing up. Who didn't? I mean, N64 was, you know, right in my teenage years I was playing this thing. Doing sleepovers at friends' house, having GoldenEye tournaments. I mean, you guys remember, what was the name of that level where you'd start in the bathroom? Like, that was the one we always wanted to start with. And it was funny because sometimes we'd even try to see if we could go without weapons, and you'd sneak up behind someone and like chop them in the back of the neck or whatever. That was so fun. The bathroom and all that stuff in there. But this looks really cool. I like these documentaries doing. I'm grabbing all these things, like the Clue one, the Bret the Hitman Hart one. It's just really cool. I think they did like a VHS one or VCR one. I grabbed that as well, but really, really cool. I'm excited to kind of check this out because it was such a good game that everybody remembers, and I'm just curious to kind of see the backstory behind it because it's one of those games kind of like Turok that was very revolutionary, that style for the time. They kind of took like more of that Doom, Wolfenstein style and brought it to the N64. So really, really excited about this. This one I do remember grabbing it now. Thank God I did. I do think this is also out of print now, or at least the slipcover is out of print. It was one of their partner labels. It was another MGM title, but it's Breathless with Richard Gere. I don't own this movie. I love these kind of like, I don't know, it might be a 90s movie, 80s, 90s movies, like these thrillers, erotic thriller type movies. And Richard Gere is always in these type of movies. So I don't have this in my collection, and I really enjoy this kind of subgenre. So I knew this is one I wanted to pick up. Never seen it, so it's definitely a blind buy. But you know, he always has good roles, and I like the stuff that he does, especially around this time in the 80s and 90s. But let me know, guys, if you've seen Breathless, how is it? But glad I grabbed it because I do think this is out of print as well. And there's one more I grabbed, and I had to grab it because, man, I had this on DVD. I don't have the Blu-ray or anything like that. I knew they did do a Blu-ray, and I was very close to buying that Blu-ray a couple months back, and I'm so glad I didn't because they put out Freeway 2. And what I love the most about this is that Vinegar Syndrome just thinks, like I said, they think so well, like exactly how my brain works. If they're going to do Freeway 1 and Freeway 2, make them go together. Like, I mean, look how perfect this is here. Look at how perfect. Let's switch them. Freeway 1, Freeway 2. I mean, this is exactly what I love. The aesthetic of this. They know exactly what they're doing. This looks so perfect together. Then when you look at the back, it's very similar as well. I mean, this is so rad. I had to pick this up because if this sells out and I don't have both of these, I'm going to be upset because, again, I only had this on DVD. I only had this on DVD. And this is just really, really cool the way they did this. Let me see what the inside artwork looks like, if it's the same or not. Yeah, it's the same artwork in here. But what I'm hoping is they do more stuff like this. Like, they did release Amityville Horror. Imagine you release an Amityville 2 with a very similar box as the Amityville Horror one had. That would be just so cool. But, man, this is so awesome. I love the way they did this. I'm so excited to have these. I haven't seen this in many years, so I'm really excited to go back and check this one out because I don't remember much about it. This is the one I remember the most, and this looked fantastic on 4K. So guys, that was my quick Vinegar Syndrome unboxing. If you haven't, go check out the live stream we did from last night for the flash sale, and you can kind of see our reactions about what was announced and stuff like that. But it's always a fun time with the Dead Pick guys over there. So definitely go check that out. You're going to find it in my archives under live, and post a comment and let me know what you guys thought of those releases. Again, this is Garrett at Born to Be Rad, and like always, stay rad.